You know, Greek mythology is quite literally a mess. It is a mix of telenovela drama and, well, religion. But what exactly is Greek mythology even supposed to be? What even does it mean? Well, Greek mythology is basically the ancient Greeks saying, there's something we don't know, let's explain it through religion. So they explain it through They made gods, they made, well, mortals, they made basically everything Greek mythology features. That's where worship started. That's where a lot of things started. But how did Greek mythology itself start? Well, it begins with the Theogony. The Theogony is basically how everything came to be. It's basically how everything was made. A being named Chaos, which personified the universe, made multiple other beings that personified different things. Gaia for the earth, Uranus for the sky, and Nyx for the night, Erebus for the darkness, and plenty more. But the thing really is, the thing isn't why. The thing is what. And eventually, these other beings are going to have their own children and create other beings as well. Gaia and Uranus created many, many beings. Like giants had something with 100 eyes and arms, something like that. Giants, and especially the Titans. Now here's the thing. The Titans weren't exactly bad yet. Gaia decided to call on her children to overthrow Uranus, who had put all the others in a prison known as Tartarus. So, what did she do? She's like, alright, who wants to castrate? And no one replies, except for Cronus, Titan of the Harvest. I think. Probably Titan of the Harvest. So, he decides to castrate Uranus. And when he does that, Gaia gives a prophecy. One of your children will overthrow you the way you overthrew your father. And so, you know what Kronos does? He eats his kids. That's where the saying, time eats all his children in the end came from. He eats all his kids. And only one survives, because he had 6 of them. He had Hera, Poseidon, Demeter, Hades, and Zeus. The surviving one was Zeus. See, Rhea, Cronus' wife, decided to disguise the child as a rock the second he was born. And she handed him off to some nymphs, like, Noah, you have him. And years later, Zeus arrives and literally makes his father puke up the rock and his siblings. Soon after that, a new age was created, the Olympian Age. Now, the Olympian Age kept going. It never really stopped. It just keeps going. And many other figures were created during this age. Like, most of the 12 Olympians, literally a lot of mortals, like Heracles, Achilles, lots of people. Even Cadmus, which is a Greek hero. And soon after, more tales were created, like the story of Hades and Persephone, how the seasons came to be in Greek mythology, and like a bunch of others. So, the point of Greek mythology is basically to explain the unexplainable. You can't explain science without some sort of religion, especially not in ancient times. Because that was fact for them. All of that was fact. You could definitely explain all that stuff. There'd be no repercussions with it. Like, it's mythology. You know that sort of stuff. The ancient Greeks believed that this mythology was, good. They believed that it explained what they couldn't explain through science alone, like the seasons. Persephone's cycle in the underworld and the world above. They couldn't explain how the afterlife worked without creating a god named Charon who brought all the souls to the underworld with a boat and coins and rivers. And then the three judges who decided where you'd go, either Elysium, which is paradise, Asphodel, somewhere in the middle, and then Tartarus, which is basically prison for gods, titans, basically any monster, and mortals that committed crimes against the gods, crimes that were easily punishable, like Sisyphus and Tantalus and Ixion. They committed crimes that were very much punishable. Like those 50 sisters that killed their husbands. Well, 49 of them killed their husbands. The other one, she was fine with her husband. She didn't care. She was cool. She was nice about it. She didn't kill her husband. She was actually quite happy with him. But the thing is, Greek mythology was used to explain things that couldn't be explained by science alone, so why are we talking about it? Well, we're talking about it because it is very prominent in today's society. Greek mythology is known to be, well, everywhere. From movies to car companies to even the words we use today, like Odyssey and narcissism and tantalizing. And yes, even the sayings we use, like Icarus flying too close to the sun. Like the word labyrinthian. That was what we use. It's in our history, it's in vocabulary, it's in the books we read, it's in the worlds that people create. It's a staple of modern fantasy today as well, with the centaurs and stuff like that. Even the Pegasi. Because yes, that was in Greek mythology. So, the point of the summary is basically Greek mythology explains the unexplainable, and the unexplainable can be a myth.